Welcome to today's deep dive. We are jumping right into the core concepts of MINDFULGym now and The Ghost We Think by Dr. Phang Cheng Kar.
Yeah, these are such crucial texts.
They really are. And our mission today is basically figuring out how you can survive the crushing daily grind, right? By reconnecting with your deeper purpose.
Exactly.
Because you know that strange, just awful feeling when you're completely exhausted, but you still have like hours left on a grueling shift.
Oh, yeah. The absolute worst.
Right. It's like you're a smartphone running on 1% battery, but you're still desperately trying to act as a wifey hotspot for everyone else's devices.
That's such a heartbreaking image because you're just flashing red, giving away whatever tiny signal you have left, and that is exactly the burnout reality we're looking at today.
Okay, let's unpack this because you see this intense burnout everywhere, especially in places like Malaysia.
Yeah, totally.
You've got people working back-to-back double shifts or battling really brutal business cycles just to afford their kids' education and keep the family afloat.
And the tough irony here, which the sources point out, is that the most caring, conscientious professionals actually carry the heaviest emotional load.
Oh, wow. Wait, really?
Yeah, psychologically, their empathy constantly overrides their own, biological signals of depletion. It's what's referred to as trying to serve from an empty vessel.
Which makes total sense biologically. I mean, if you don't recharge, the whole system just crashes.
Exactly.
So MINDFULGYM's philosophy of self-care is we care. It isn't some selfish indulgence. It's the literal maintenance you need to keep acting as that hotspot.
Right, but, you can't always just walk away from a hard shift or quit during a tough business cycle.
Yeah, that's real life.
So the sources talk about reaching the move-on stage of mindfulness.
The move-on stage?
Yeah. It isn't just about noticing your stress. It's the phase where you actually carry the lesson forward without getting stuck in the suffering forever.
Right.
And to do that, the text leans really heavily on Friedrich Nietzsche. That quote, he who has a why to live can bear almost anyhow.
Okay, so what does this all mean for you in the moment? Are you just supposed to grit your teeth, think of your family, and suffer in silence?
No, definitely not.
Because that sounds like a fast track to resentment.
It absolutely is, which is why it can't be silent suffering. The idea is that when you tether an agonizing struggle to a meaningful purpose, your brain literally shifts how it processes the pain.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it turns meaningless suffering into a necessary cost of something you deeply value.
Finding that why isn't always obvious when you're exhausted, though. I mean, it can't just be some cheesy motivational poster on your wall.
Right, it has to be concrete. And the research points to a few powerful ways to really isolate your true core values.
Like what?
Well, one is the eulogy reflection.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Yeah, you strip away your daily tasks and ask what you actually want people to say about your character at the end of your life.
Wow, that's heavy.
It is, but it separates transient stress from your enduring legacy.
Or there's also the magic wand exercise, right?
Yes, exactly.
Where you ask what you'd do tomorrow if a magic wand instantly removed all your anxiety and fear of failure. I love that one because it isolates your true desires from actions driven purely by fear.
Spot on. And once you have that why, you need a way to inject it into the present moment. This is where the emotional first aid comes in.
Okay.
The sources outline the 5 mindful vitamins. We don't have time to cover all 5, but the most crucial one is just asking the question, what can I do now?
Here's where it gets really interesting, because asking that specific question actually changes your brain chemistry in real time, doesn't it?
It does. When you're overwhelmed, your brain's amygdala triggers a freeze response.
Like a deer in headlights.
Exactly. You start spiraling about how terrible yesterday was or how bad next week is going to be. But by asking, what can I do now? You force your prefrontal cortex to activate.
And solve a micro problem.
Yes. It biologically pulls you out of that spiral and restores your sense of agency.
It brings you right back to taking the next sensible action.
Right. And Dr. Phang compares this mindfulness practice to Malaysia's beloved Teh Cham.
Oh, I love Teh Cham.
Right. That mix of bitter coffee and sweet tea. But it's not just a poetic metaphor.
How so?
Just like Teh Cham doesn't erase the bitterness of the coffee, it just, balances the pH so you can actually digest it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this mindfulness practice doesn't erase the pain of a brutal shift. It gives your brain the biochemical buffer it needs to process that pain without burning out.
That buffer is everything because anchoring your daily struggles and your deeper core values gives you the capacity to move forward bravely.
Rather than just blindly pushing through the pain until the battery completely dies.
Exactly. So think back to that smartphone on 1% battery. If you had to define the single why that powered you through your toughest shift this week, acting as a hotspot for everyone around you, what would it be?
That's a great question.
And more importantly, if you look closely at that why, is it actually fueling your resilience or is it secretly driving your burnout?